The Republic of Azerbaijan is where the East meets the West. A melting pot of Western Asian and Eastern European cultures. Azerbaijan is the hidden gem of South Caucasus. This year, Azerbaijan and Korea are celebrating the 25th anniversary of their diplomatic tie. The Embassy of Azerbaijan to Korea is stepping up efforts to promote economic and cultural exchanges between the two nations. Today on Heart to Heart, Ambassador of Azerbaijan to Korea, His Excellency Ramzi Teymurov, who strives to strengthen bilateral ties between Korea and his beautiful homeland, Azerbaijan. Ambassador Ramzi Teymurov, welcome to Heart. It's wonderful having you with us, joining us here today. Could you please say hello to our viewers that are watching?
Sure. Hello. It is a great pleasure to meet our audience of Arirang, finally, after my 4 years presence in Korea.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It's been 4 years, but yes, finally we have the chance to meet. So for those of our viewers, we have viewers watching from all across the globe. So there's got to be some that are quite unfamiliar with Azerbaijan. Could you tell us about Azerbaijan?
Yes, thank you very much for this question. Azerbaijan is hosting many international events, strictly, related with the European continent. That's why it's more popular in Europe, but in Asia it's not. But yes. I'll put it from that way, that it is the newly independent country. After the collapse of Soviet Union, Azerbaijan regained its independence, and we are a bit over 25 years old country. And it is locating at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. So I would say that we are in the middle of Eurasia. And for some perspectives, I would say that Azerbaijan is culturally mixed of Europe and Asia. Therefore, I think it is a very diverse nation. We have because of its location and because of its cultural diversification.
Yes.
Azerbaijan is known nowadays, especially as a model of tolerance for the world, because of, as I said, because of its multi-ethnicity, because of multi-religious, and all of these ethnicities and religions are living very peacefully in our nation. Especially, you maybe agree with me that nowadays this is the most important necessity for all the world.
Yes.
To live together without any discrimination, in peace. That's I think is what I would say. I'll characterize my country in the best way.
What would be 3 top places in Azerbaijan that you would like to recommend people visit? The 3 best places, the most beautiful places, top places?
Well, this is a very tough question, actually, because I'm sure that if I name any region, other regions' mayors will be very upset with me.
Okay, just 3 of them.
Yeah. But Baku is the capital city, and it is a very modern city. At the same time, you definitely will be able to find the history of Azerbaijan in Baku, and this historical places which is in the downtown area is well preserved, and it is there is, for example, Maiden Tower, which is under the UNESCO's heritage list, and which is one of the popular destinations for the tourists to visit. As well as if you visit Baku, you will see the combination of this historical places with the modern architecture.
Yes.
I think so. The Baku is a very popular destination, but as I mentioned, if you want to go to like mountain areas, where you can find like natural beauty or ancient historical fact finds, you may go to the bit center and the central north of country, which is I would say Gabala and Shaki is very popular destinations, especially for tourists. Gabala used to be the part of the capital of this state, and in past 10 years we had some archaeological findings over there. By the way, with the help of Korean archaeologists. So we had the Seoul National University archaeologists and many other university archaeologists were working in this area for, I think, past 10 years. So they found very interesting findings in this area, which is, I think, would be very interesting for your viewers and the Arirang viewers to visit.
And what tips or advice could you give to people that are planning on visiting Azerbaijan soon?
Definitely, the respect to the elders and the respect to the women is very important, especially in public transportation. So in Azerbaijan, when the young gentleman is sitting in the bus or in subway, when he sees that the elder person is coming in, or lady, he has to stand up and give his seat, offer his seat to those people. So this is kind of a tip that because some people, some foreigners, when they see this scene, they are getting a bit like interested why he is doing like that. And even I would say that there was a very interesting moments in our first years of independence when we were traveling outside and using the public transportation, because it was the after long time of Soviet rule, we were able to visit Europe and other places. So definitely when we were in the public transportation, we tried to do the same thing to the foreigners. And sometimes we got some bad experiences that these ladies are saying, why you are giving seat to me? I'm fully healthy person. So but this is again in our cultural in our culture. So I think this is one of the tips. And another one is that if Azerbaijani people will invite you to dinner, so you should calculate that dinner might start at 8 or 9, even 10.
Dinner starts quite late.
So it's also our culture. So that's and these dinners might take like 3-4 hours, then go up to 1 a.m. So I would recommend to have some snacks a little bit.
Okay.
At 5,
before you go?
5 or 6, because if they invite you, you may consider that it will be at 6:30 or 7, but you may get upset since it starts at 8. And actually, by the way, when you ask about the tips, I would say that it's actually would be inappropriate to ask the Azerbaijani person what religion he belongs or what ethnicity he belongs. We don't usually ask each other because, as I said, because of we are tolerant, so we don't put any discrimination or anything in terms of the religious or ethnic belonging.
No, it's interesting to find out a lot about Azerbaijan, and we have actually prepared something with some keywords, and we'd like to tell you about these keywords. So you'll get your pick, and I'll get my pick as well.
Okay.
So here we have a board with keywords. So we'll have a chance to learn about Azerbaijan through these keywords. Now, we did talk about a few of the places or a few of these keywords. You take your pick and...
Well, I'll start with 9-cent watermelon.
That looks very interesting.
It sounds very interesting, yes. And yes, we are one of the watermelon producing country, but unlike like some other countries, it is seasonal. So it is. So we don't prefer to eat watermelon in the winter or in the autumn time. We purely willing to eat watermelon in August, in July, or this it's season, and especially when you make it very cold, a little bit. Putting refrigerator, it's good, but it is yes, because of the season, it is becoming very cheap. So very inexpensive, I would say, and you will be able to buy like maybe small size of watermelon, but the naturally grown, so not using any chemicals on it.
Oh, I see.
So which is very important with that price and in the season.
But still, 9-cent watermelons? So do you mean that a whole watermelon?
It's not that huge because it depends, small one, because I think the per kilogram would be 9 cents.
Okay.
So actually, this is one of the things, very interesting things in what I experience here in Korea, that I know that Korea is not a cherry producing country, but when I go to the shoppings and I see that 100 gram of cherry is like 2,000 Korean won.
Cherries are very expensive.
So, but for 2,000 Korean won, you can buy 1 kilogram of good cherry in Azerbaijan. So, yeah, so in terms of watermelon, it can be like it sounds very interesting for Korean audience, especially how come the 9 cents of watermelon, but it's reality. Hot cola is actually tea, black tea.
Okay, I see.
That's what they mean, hot cola. Because why they say hot cola? Because cola is good for refreshing. So in the summertime, when you are getting like a strong, very good and very cold cola, it's kind of refreshing. But in Azerbaijan, in the summertime, in 25, in maybe 30 degrees of Celsius, we prefer to drink hot black tea.
Oh.
Yes. So why there is explanation of that, because since outside is 36 or over 40, and you need to make a balance from the body temperature and with the body temperature with the outside. So actually it's right when you drink hot tea, it's kind of giving you some kind of refreshment in the summertime. But black tea, and especially black tea, because we very rarely actually use the green tea. Green tea is something new culture for us, but black tea is traditional, has a very strong tradition in Azerbaijan. Even we have black tea ceremonies.
Oh, you do?
That, yes, it's not only like coming as a tea, or cup of tea, it also comes with some side dishes, which is very important, which is very delicious to try with the tea.
Well, thank you. Well, hot cola, very interesting. I guess it's like fighting fire with fire.
Fire.
Yes, as we do in Korea as well.
Yes.
Okay, now, I'm sure our viewers have a better understanding of the culture and, altogether, better understanding of Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan, land of flames.
Azerbaijan and Korea may seem like two very different countries, very different. But then again, I understand that we have many similarities. We share many similarities. One of them would be that we are surrounded by powerful nations. And what other similarities do you think we share?
Yeah, thank you. Very nice question. And definitely, as an Asian culture, we were, because our Azerbaijan language itself, actually, I should start from there, is coming from the same group like Korea. So when saying that there are a lot of differences, I think we are not completely different nations. I would say that we are very similar nations with Koreans in terms of language, as I mentioned, in terms of many family traditions, I would say, even I would say that musical instruments, even the way of singing that I found in Korea has a lot of similarities. So what I observed, for example, during my presence in Korea, the respect to the elders. And this is also part of the very important cultural point in Azerbaijan. Actually, this is in our tradition as well. And what other thing I found that usually Koreans, when they are entering their houses, they take out their shoes.
Yes.
So this is actually very familiar to us as well, because we are acting the same way. I had the opportunity to listen Korean traditional musics like Arirang, which is performed very well, and actually and the instruments, musical instruments. They are very similar to Azerbaijani musical instruments. I don't have this opportunity to bring you Azerbaijani instruments to present to your viewers, but if you will they will make some internet search, they can find out that there are a lot of similarities in the instruments. In terms of the music, actually, the voice itself and the way of performance has a lot of similarities. Especially, it will be surprised to say you, but there is a very prominent Azerbaijani music that calls mugham. Mugham. Mugham is prominent Azerbaijani music. It goes back over 1,000 years, so it has very old history, and it is performing with 3 main instruments.
I see.
And those 3 instruments even have some similarities in Korea, and the way of performer of the mugham and his or her voice style has similarity with the Korean way of traditional performance, and it's a surprise that I would say that there is a Korean gentleman who performs very well mugham in Azerbaijani language. Yes, yes, and he graduated in Azerbaijan Conservatory from the mugham.
Yes.
So he's graduated on mugham and he performs very well mugham.
Do you sing well too?
No,
I'm not going to ask you to sing for us, but do you consider yourself a good singer?
Well, no, I don't think I'm a good singer. No. But it's in our DNAs. I think just to try to sing better. But I'm not that good singer. Thank you. Maybe next opportunities.
Okay. All right. Now I would like to ask you about Korean culture. Which aspect about Korean culture do you like the most? What about Korean culture, I don't know, surprises you and do you like the most?
No, actually, I had a chance in my past 4 years to travel a lot in Korea, and especially I would mention that Gyeongju is one of my favorite cities. So, and even I made Gyeongju, I initiated, and finally we made Gyeongju sister city relations with the Gabala.
Oh, is that right?
Because Gyeongju is the former capital of Shella Empire, and Gabala is the former capital. So and the landscape was very similar, and historical places, and the background was very similar. So that time when I first visited, I said, why we shouldn't make these cities like some sister city relations. So finally we managed to do it, and we did it, and I think we will have more collaboration on that side. But overall, the rich history of Korea is something that I wanted to mention, and definitely your cuisine. Well, I like Korean food.
Yes.
Especially when I'm sitting in the traditional Korean restaurants and I cannot find the place where I can put my finger because they are putting so many dishes around me and around the table. So I even think, oh my God, how are we going to eat all of these things? Because in our culture, also in Asian culture, I know that when you are a guest and when they give or offer some food for you, you need to try at least all of them. If you don't try, it's not appropriate. So I'm trying to try all of them, but I was thinking that it will be very difficult to try all of it. But at the end, I find out that while eating all of them, I found that it is very healthy, and it consists veggies a lot, which is very healthy. And I think kimchi is my favorite.
Really?
Yes, so I like kimchi a lot. These aspects are very interesting for me. Of course, as I mentioned, Korean costumes and Korean music.
Yes.
Is very interesting for me so far that I had the chance.
Okay, and well, time is up, sad to say, but I would like to ask you one final question about your future plans. So could you tell us about your future plans?
Yes, in terms of in my professional life, definitely, as far as I will be here as an ambassador. And as I mentioned before my interview, we have good opportunities in front of us. So, so far, I did my best to promote Azerbaijan more in Korea and to present Azerbaijani culture, Azerbaijani cuisine, and Azerbaijani traditions to Korea. Definitely, this work will continue. And I'll try to make our relations with Korea more stronger. And this is what I have in my mind, that why not we can, as a two countries, we can be good partners in terms of all fields. And as I said, we are almost brother nations.
Yes.
Because we are sharing the same historical backgrounds, we are sharing the same language roots. So, I mean, these opportunities, I think I'll do my best to elaborate and to find new ways of opportunities for further development of our bilateral relations.
Thank you so much for your time, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you once again for giving us the opportunity, the chance to learn about Azerbaijan. It was very interesting. I had a wonderful time. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I really appreciate Arirang for having this chance to me, and thank you for your some hard questions. But it is great pleasure to be here and to present my country. But at the end, I want to say that it is internationally saying, but it says that instead of listening 100 times, it's better to go and visit. So I welcome all of you, your viewers, yourself, and your company representatives to visit my beautiful country. And I'm sure that, I'm 100% sure that you will come back with very good feedback.
Well, thank you. That would be lovely. It sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.